Hi everybody, it's Alexa here from Pages of Forbidden Love for another In My Mailbox post. I just want to share with you what I got this week, and so let's get started. First off, I'm going to tell you about an ebook that I received for review this week. I always seem to keep forgetting about this one. I signed up for a NetGalley account, and I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's where you guys can get arcs of ebook arcs. So I asked for a couple different ones, but since I'm not a reviewer currently for pretty much any of the publishing companies, I got denied for most of them. But one publishing company gave me a chance, so I just want to say thank you to them. I'll provide a link and everything down below. I got the Vespertine for review from them, so I can't wait. Hopefully in 2 or 3 weeks from now, I'll have time to read that one and review it on the blog before it comes out in March. And now that I remembered my ebook versions, let's get started with actual physical books. I went to a used bookstore and I also went to Borders because I had some Borders bucks this week to spend from my membership with them. So let's start with the ones that I got from Borders. I have been looking forward to the series for quite some time. It has been on my wish list, I think, for probably over a year now. The book is Kane's Reckoning. They finally came out with it in the mass market paperback edition, which of course that's always cheaper than the trade paperback edition. Those are normally, those bigger ones that cost $14 to $16. So, and I actually like the cover of this one a lot better than the trade paperback because it focuses more on him. With the trade paperback, they had kind of like a design around him, so I just think this cover is better looking. It's about a cowboy and looks like a good series, so the other ones will be coming out in mass market paperback soon, so I'll be able to kind of read them all at once, hopefully. They also had a clearance bin there because it was the day after Christmas, so of course with it being the day after Christmas, they were giving away a lot of stuff at a cheaper price. I found a copy of Witch and Wizard in there for some reason. I'm not quite sure why they had this since it just came out in paperback, but this is a bit kind of different than the paperback that you're going to be seeing at the stores. It's a bit bigger, and I was kind of wondering why until I read the sticker on here. It says AUS, so that means it's Australia, and it says the price is obviously not US dollars, so will be kind of cool to have an Australian addition to my collection, and hopefully I'll read this one soon. Some used bookstores that I went to, I got pretty much a brand new copy, I guess. I don't know why it was at the half price bookstore, of Full Moon Rising. This is the first in a series by Carrie Arthur. And I was wondering why this cover is vastly different than the other ones. I wasn't sure if they were just reissuing the covers or something like that. But again, I was reading the back cover of this by the price sticker, and it talks about a website with the UK. So I guess this is a UK edition. So I'm adding an Australian and a UK edition to my collection this week, so that's pretty cool. I also picked up a copy of Unholy Ghosts. I have been reading a lot more urban fantasy blogs lately, and this one seems to be talked about a lot. The first 3 books actually came out all this year, within like a couple months of each other. So looking forward to reading this one. I got it for only $3 from the used bookstore, and it's an advanced reader copy, but advanced reader copies are still the same thing, so looking forward to it. This author, Allison James, she is actually coming to where I live in about a week from now to do a book signing, so I found her book at the used bookstore. It's actually in very good condition for being a used book, so hopefully I'll be able to get this one signed. Firewalker is the second book in the series, and that one just recently came out. Another series that obviously I've heard many great things about is the Guild Hunter series. This one is Angel's Blood. It's the first one. Don't really know much about this series, but they had it at the used bookstore again. This one was in very good condition for being a used book, so I just had to get it. Next, I have heard some good things about the Final Prophecy series, which is by Jessica Anderson. J.R. Ward, who I absolutely love her books, she recommends this series, and she does the little blurbs that go on the cover. So I finally found Night Keepers, which is the first one, and the cover is actually very good. There's no cracks in the spine, which for being about a 500-page book, normally people ruin the spines on these ones, so I'm happy I found a good edition. They also had the second copy there, which is John Keeper's. This one was also in very good condition. The spine it looks practically like a new book. So I'm kind of wondering if somebody even read this one or they just didn't like the first one and turned it in. Not quite sure. But they both look good and I can't wait to read them. The only thing that I currently got in the mail from any sort of contest or anything like that was I just commented on a post a couple days ago, and the girl who runs the blog, which I'll provide the blog link down in the bottom, she decided to randomly select somebody to win a bookmark, and she sent me a copy of Arrival bookmark. This is actually like a very big bookmark. When you like compare it next to a book, it like would even stick out of a hardcover edition. But I'm reading this one right now. I only have 50 pages left, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm happy that I got a bookmark signed by Sarah. And I'll be keeping this one so that when I buy a finished copy of the book, because I like it that much, that I can just stick this in the finished copy. So thank you so much for sending this to me. That's all I got in my mailbox this week. I hope you guys had a good week, and tell me what you got in your mailbox.